right on the PS2 here. I'm not too surprised. It was PS2 for a majority of the winners final set as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Prodigy and Louis Money almost literally with the same strategy when they were at pre-CEO, almost literally frame one up at the end, they would just go straight.
I would hope so too. When playing the same exact characters, like you gotta have the same strat.
Oh,
Better
yeah,
be going for the
synergy.
same damage. I do like the fact that Prodigy seems to be the one that goes in a lot more to go for the closeouts, but Louis is always the one to be there on defense. Kind of like what we've seen from Wrath and SaltOne so far.
Right, and it's always good to, again, just have that strategy in mind. These two are very, very stagnant, a very static duo. They've had a lot of history with one another in the past couple of months. Ultimate in general has been great.
And all the aggressive play that was going on that very well for Prodigy there, problem was jump was gone. And SaltOne saw that and immediately closed that out.
Yeah, no, that's already a very early deficit. And with two teams with a lot of precision, you're going to want every single percent that you can get.
Exactly. You got to take your damage where you can when it comes to these guys, because anytime you have a time where you have SaltOne racking up big damage, you need to close it out like that. Yeah. Getting that up smash and steal some momentum away from them.
Great job bringing it back against, again, Prodigy and Louis Money. Just trying to keep, again, some sort of strategy. Like you said, Prodigy is going to be more in the forefront, but I've seen more of these two just go for 1v1s. I'm trying to see, you know, if they're going to try to go for maybe 2-on-2s.
And you know
trying
what?
to see situational damage.
You know, the consistent plan of Wrath is always to like kind of play the back pedal and like go safe, but you saw the reaction from Louis on his way in. It's like, oh, you think you're coming at me? No, I'm putting this down air out here to close that out. And SaltOne and Wrath have done a good job consistently performing that way. But you see the way that the double Marios are kind of breaking that formula down.
Yeah, absolutely. And
oh, never mind.
What I just
no,
saw
they're going to break all the stocks down.
Oh,
we're back.
wow, okay.
Excuse me for saying that. The blue team taking the lead right back away.
What I saw was very interesting. Again, Prodigy, he got a really good hit onto one of the players and immediately went back to not only help his teammate, but just try to eliminate the other opponent. Again, it went the other way, but it was a very good strategy.
And being aggressive on the way back in there actually cost him, kind of similar to Prodigy earlier, where they got so many good trades in the air. But the thing was, now you can't recover, and you got two Marios putting out those back airs, ended up taking the stock out.
Absolutely. But now it's Prodigy and Louis Money. Just they're kind of deep in a hole, especially Prodigy at the moment. It's just going to be Louis Money just to try to support. Louis Money just trying to tank at this point.
Prodigy
trying to hold on.
Yeah, Prodigy's just trying to take that stock off the top there with that down air as well. And no punish from SaltOne. He tried really hard to get in on that.
Oh.
And good patience from SaltOne as well. Not getting caught before and landing that back air instead, so able to take the stock off instead.
Yeah, no, this is just super rough, but it's almost the same situation for both of these teams. SaltOne, he's down to his last stock, super late. Same thing with Prodigy.
Yeah, blue team pretty much at sneeze percent at this point. You go next to them, you get a back throw, or you get a stray back air on sweet spot near the ledge, and that's going to kill. You see both of them trying to put the wall of bear out there. Blue team, oh my god, somehow not getting hit by any one of those up smashes. But the back throw is going to take the stock out, forcing the share stock back to a dead even game.
This may be the situation that they want, I think you could say. Roy can just get a lot of just random damage. Wrath, he has to really work for the damage and work for the kills.
Yeah, Wrath can't work for anything anymore because that stock's now gone in the blue.
Absolutely.
Now this is very frightening because of the fact that how quick these combos can rack. You already see Prodigy positioning himself in a position that he can follow up on, but he doesn't even need to worry about it because Louis is just racking up this damage up on the left. Trying to serve him back up like, yo, no, shake it off. You go back in there. You got this.
Right. Put some eyes on it. I won't even say bench warmer at that point because Prodigy, he's just waiting up for that little DI coming in from SaltOne.
That was good.
Oh, he escaped one. It's like one wall and then another one.
Yep, and that was a good DI from Salt to actually DI more in. And the F tilt is actually going to kill Prodigy now, forcing the 1v1. Oh, he needs to be super careful. He's at kill percent right now at the ledge. Louis has been playing so well too. Had the right call on the jump, but the air dodge is going to keep him safe.
It's just super close at this point. SaltOne still going on the offensive, and that's going to be the dash cancel forward tilt, and it's going to work out.
Yeah, just barely killing too. Didn't seem like that actually was going to kill on the end of the blast on there, but it just made it. And Wrath having a little bit of a pop off, like, thank you, you closed that out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, Wrath and SaltOne, I mean, just. They seem tired.
I mean, everybody's tired. It's been a long day, and we're reaching the 12 o'clock portion of the night. But
it's a 24-hour venue. But my friend, again, they have to reset the bracket. That is just going to be so rough on them. I mean, just seeing them have to struggle, literally climb back to try to get a comeback at the end after being in the lead. It's disheartening, but it feels so good at the end.
I'm relatively surprised at the fact that, oh, never mind, I forgot. This is the double Mario's pick. I was going to say, they brought them to triplats. Not necessarily the most logical thing I can think of, but this is exactly what the double Marios want. They want to be able to extend those ladder combos off the top. Even if one misses, the other one could go and catch it, and they have more routes to be able to land. Also going to work for SaltOne too.
Absolutely, and
caught him with the up air and still able to close it out with that fair at the ledge. But you know what, Wrath keeping his composure all tournament, not really going to let that bother him too much.
Yeah,
oh, it's going for another one though. Louis Money cashing in all over right now.
Okay,
trying to go for the cape on the recovery right there, and Prodigy pushing him back out there as well.
I mean, my God, Prodigy was off at a very, very early, percent deficit, but Louis Money just coming back, just punching those players down. I mean, at this point, it's just a neutral battle with Wrath taking it all the way out.
Perfect route that he took to get out there to catch that fair. This has been how Wrath has been making his bread all day. Are we going to see another one? Going for the air dodge read that time.
My God.
But that was something that, even though Louis anticipated, just really missed. But meanwhile, Wrath going for a ride off the top there from that down air. Prodigy closing that stock out.
It's almost literally what you mentioned. They want to extend those ladder combos so much more, and it works out in their favor. Now they got Wrath, a player who was just racked on so much damage in the past couple of sets against his opponent. Now he's already down on his last stock.
Yeah, Louis just making his way back onto stage 2, with Prodigy being in the way, trying to go for yet another train of up airs into fair, and Louis looking for a fair off the left-hand side, but SaltOne going to get by. Meanwhile, Wrath going to get by, but SaltOne making his way straight to the edge.
I mean, Prodigy, like you said before, Louis Money is the one on the defensive.
Not so much this time around. They've completely changed it up. And sometimes you got to. It's like, you know what? This time I'm going to take lead. And that's okay. You saw that Wrath was just holding those jabs as long as possible, just so SaltOne could go in and break that situation up.
Right, but almost literally there was a wall of 2 Marios there, coming in with the up B that's going to end the ladder there, and just catching it with the up smash is Prodigy in just a way cleaner game.
Yeah, what a difference in that second game there. A big part being the triplats, but beyond that, the fact that the two of them were just so cohesive in their decision making. It was almost like they really didn't need to stop and think anything at all, discuss anything. It's like, you know what? You know exactly where I'm going next.
Absolutely, and Prodigy and Louis Money, they definitely got themselves in a little bit more of a groove in that one, but that may have just been Wrath and SaltOne not being able to execute. We saw Wrath, kind of near mid-game, actually have a little bit more space, to work with, and actually going off stage, starting up combos, throwing up to his teammate,
I think
and it sort of works out. But now Prodigy and Louis Money, they just need to keep up that momentum.
And I think a big reason why we ended up here on Town is most likely FD was banned, and trying to cash out that up B at that top there that could have probably not killed because this is Town and City, but going to chase him with the down air up the top, just duff him with the fair there. Meanwhile, SaltOne going to close out. No, it's actually not going to close out the stock, but he lost his jump. That was a very clean edge guard coming in from SaltOne.
But SaltOne and Wrath, they already took on way too much damage at the beginning. Look at them. They're at about sub 100 at the moment, while Prodigy and Louis Money, they're just trying to keep it hard, especially with Louis Money at the moment. He's just booting onto the damage, and look at this. Just a call out smash, trying to read the roll. Almost works out, doesn't get the spacing right, and that's a nice kill coming in for Prodigy too.
And you saw the way that Louis Money was looking for the option coverage a second ago, and he just consistently playing well, just jabbing him right into Prodigy. Just keep it simple. There's no point in doing anything too strong. Just go for things that are going to definitely work. Meanwhile, he has been going for these seal-out kills. But you see SaltOne and Wrath, even behind, they still have that same mental composure as before. They've still been playing very solid. I think a little bit of fatigue might be setting in here, but no fatigue required for that strong F smash, and yet another one. SaltOne still pushing everybody off of his space.
And it just works. Again, Wrath and SaltOne, it seems like they finally found their space. They finally found their one-on-ones.
And unfortunately,
Prodigy and Louis Money, they've just been going 2v1s the entire time.
Yeah, and it's been working out for them. But the one time where they had the 2v1, it got the sour spot instead of the sweet spot from the down throw. But Wrath is going to close that stock out on Prodigy. Blue team just looking so much better. Still not killing off the top. And never mind, he only at 37%. Should be upset if it killed off the top.
Absolutely.
Oh, jab the bear is going to close that out right there. Yellow team now looking at a deficit. I'm really liking the constant changes between these two teams right here.
Oh, absolutely. It's just good synergy. And, you know, both of these teams, I mean, hell, man, we're at grand finals of CEO dubs. I would expect that both of these teams, they got that good synergy. They got some good stuff going.
And they got the good reads. Took the library card out, recognized he was going right into the corner and cashing out with that up smash. And that's exactly what they need right now. They need to feel confident in those call-outs. And you see that he had the right idea putting the back air out to try and stop Wrath, but opting to go for an offstage game instead of serving it up to Prodigy there. I'm pretty surprised he decided to go for that.
It's starting to look a little bit dire for Prodigy and Louis Money. Super late while we have Wrath being that tank once again. SaltOne still surviving. He's in neutral. He's getting sandwiched, but here comes Wrath with a save. Love that work.
Exactly. You know, Wrath consistently just keeping SaltOne safe all day. Mind you, SaltOne's defense has been immaculate on its own.
Sure.
But, and see, right there, actually, instead of going for a back throw to try and hit SaltOne, Prodigy opted to go for forward throw. No punish coming in. Wants to follow up. Didn't get the back air there. Don't worry, we got one try again, but this time Wrath is going to be the one to close it out. No follow-ups there. Those could have been huge.
And it's a 3-1 stock lead. I mean, just a quick forward smash just to try to get away. And it still doesn't work out. Prodigy, he's still trying to stay living.
Yep, just serve it right up
what it is.
And close it right out with that back air. Does very simple, very clean. That's the way you always want to have it done. And that was a very good rebuttal coming in from the blue team, trying to reset this bracket because, again, this is grand finals, and you have Louis Money and Prodigy sitting on the winner's side. As late as this is, you know full well they don't want to have this reset occur. They want to make sure they walk away with this W now and not let SaltOne and Wrath get momentum.
No, absolutely not, because, again, like we've seen before, when Wrath and SaltOne, when they have that momentum and when they got those reads, when they got something going for them, it starts to get real deadly. They about to win, I mean, I would think at least their third or fourth straight set in a row. I mean, and they're proving it at the moment. They're proving why they're here. But now Prodigy and Louis Money, again, that wall of Marios, it's just legion of Marios at this point. They've just been trying to go on a run, keep on trying to go PS2 change, by the way.
Just backers everywhere, all smashes everywhere. It's very stressful to deal with, but you also have to be stressed by those forward smash attempts from SaltOne right there. Because at this point in time, like, you know, Roy is so good at boxing up close, and Mario's at kill percent at the 80s range from either double edge dance or forward smash, or even some points F tilt if near the ledge. As you already see, Louis Money has to play in center stage to avoid getting potentially fouled up.
Just some good stuff once again, and I mean, both of these teams kind of stagnant, both at around the same spot. Forward throw coming in for Prodigy. A little bit of a get out there from Prodigy too, taking Louis Money all the way over the mid stage. Coming in with a forward air and another one off stage.
Yeah, answering with that forward air off stage yet again, realizing he had one trajectory to go, and that was straight to the blast zone. But also answering his Louis Money on Wrath all the way up in the top, getting that down air.
It just works out in their favor. Oh, super low is Louis Money. I mean, he's at a super high percent. I mean, he just gets hit once, and I think that's going to be an untechable.
It's the same thing going on Wrath's side too. I mean, SaltOne side too. You see that he's trying to look for these down tilts to get that tech chase mix-up.
That was very uncharacteristic of Wrath. He knocked out Louis Money and just didn't follow up. Finally, that stock from SaltOne is going to go away.
I think a big reason was to trying to get Prodigy to go into an incorrect defensive option, because he was just running at him to get him to move in so SaltOne could close something out. That way he was scared. And also get Louis Money to run it a little bit early too. But
I like that. All right.
And you know what? It's pretty much been Louis Money's game plan too, and that's why both of these teams have worked so well. The cohesiveness of having one person cause the stress, and then the other person consistently close out the stocks, constantly vice versa. It's been working really well so far.
I'm loving Prodigy on the back end. Again, the roles have reversed in this entire set. It's been Prodigy on the forefront, and he's just defending. And if a player ends up getting behind Prodigy, Louis Money is just there to just literally throw them back. You see Prodigy trying to keep it going to Louis Money.
And that whole situation of doing that back throw there allowed Louis Money to land in with that nair and get that tech chase, because I don't think Salt was prepared for that. But Salt was prepared to answer that fair with that back air and take the lead.
Some stellar work, but it's still anyone's game. Wrath and SaltOne super late into their second stocks. Prodigy and Louis Money trying to invade in. Wrath still putting on some more percent.
And no evasion coming in from either one of those.
Smash.
You see hands rising there from a little bit of frustration. They had the lead, but both stocks flying right away. That's how dead even these games have been. Usually when one stock goes, there's been immediate rebuttal right after. There's not usually a long period of time where another stock has not been taken.
I mean, it just happens, my friend. It's just both of these teams knowing their opponent. They're giving respect, you know what I mean? They see that there's a lot of danger and they're just respecting that space. But now it's just an all-out war. It's down to that last stock and everyone's essentially at even strength.
Yeah, and also the fact that you have the confidence build up from SaltOne and Wrath right now, because they know that if they win now, that's the end of this all. They get to reset this and get themselves a chance. Prodigy and Louis, they don't want to have to go through these next 5 games potentially in a reset. So they're going to be playing a little bit more aggressive usually in this situation. They are holding their defense well though. It's very key that you don't pull the trigger too much at this point and start getting stressed. Let stress get to you.
Right, you are going super high. Louis money there, still surviving. Wrath still putting on the damage. Sonic has had a history of not being able to kill that early, but there it is. SaltOne. Oh,
it doesn't matter
if, to get another one.
And that's the great thing about this team comp is that it doesn't matter if Wrath can't kill that early right there, because Roy can. And throwing that down throw into him, they're going to be looking for that right now. He tried to get the parry into the F tilt, not going to give it to him though. No jump available. He has 1 liter recovery available, and he gets by him.
Still lands, and he's still going. Gonna try to get the tilt there, but great call from Wrath.
You know what that just reminded me of? The meme when everybody's talking about how Sonic's forward smash is longer than everything else. Prodigy put out the forward smash, and Sonic's punch through fire to punch Mario square in the face and reset this bracket.
Through the fire and the flames, my friend, because almost literally Wrath and SaltOne, they have survived so far. They have reset bracket. Prodigy and Louis Money now have that L next to their name, but they're not trying to hold an L for the entire tournament, for sure.
They got the reset. All right, we're going back into a fresh set here. We got 0 games apiece. Running it right back to PS2. Pretty much everything's just kind of been staying on PS2. Oh, we're seeing the Fox switch coming in from Louis Money finally.
Yeah, okay, I saw this. Again, I saw this Thursday coming out from Louis Money. This was a very good dubs option from him. I mean, the kind of the synergy from Louis Money and Prodigy, the first game that he put out, I think Fox, was kind of weird, but they got used to it the second game.
I think the big purpose behind it is that they've realized even though they've done a good job of getting all the big damage, they need something to deal with the speed of both Sonic and Roy. So pulling the Fox out is going to be able to put a lot better frame data, well, not necessarily better frame data, much better blitzing options to cause them to stop. Doesn't matter though, because SaltOne has nothing left to do with that. He's going to get the F tilt. Also, Wrath completely untouched so far.
Not a single hit has been done on Wrath so far, and Prodigy and Louis Money, they have both lost their stocks.
Yeah, and Wrath still unscathed completely, a whole minute into doubles. There we go, finally getting the nair. And you know what? That's good. All good for blue team, because Wrath could just stand there while SaltOne just goes against Prodigy, and the up smash is going to close that stock out finally.
Sure, now they're just going to have to boot the damage though on Wrath, because look at this. He just comes in. I mean, it's Sonic literally just coming in so quick. Just takes advantage of you. It's a hit and run.
Yeah, and
he just hits and he goes back.
And good simplicity options of like dash attack and F tilt being able to stuff that out. But the fair yet again coming in from Wrath, closing out that stock. Look at this, still 68%. And meantime, yellow team currently really very far behind here. The momentum has just been all in the blue team's favor this game.
I mean, like I said again, Prodigy and Louis Money, they need to get used to kind of this team comp. We shall see what happens in the second game, but in this first one, it's just been only Wrath and SaltOne.
And Prodigy going for the force smash again at the ledge, but it seems that the blue team has learned that they can stay a little patient there, and it's going to be up to Prodigy to make the adjustment. Almost rolling right into the forward smash, and also getting team hit by Louis. Louis accidentally taking him, and then Wrath's going to take that stock out as well. And then the missed tech coming in from Louis actually going to lead to yet another stock loss. 5 stocks currently to 1. This is one of those times where, honestly, being this far behind, is it kind of worth it to even finish playing this match? Just like, even though the reset's gone, you might just want to just run off stage and take it. But
you're giving them, you're giving them time to try to pull a clip, essentially. So, I mean, yeah, at this point, Prodigy should I'm saying should. The kid still has moxie.
Exactly. Moxie's the best way to put it. And he's confident in the fact that he can run it back. But the thing is like, I mean, hey, if he's a true prodigy, you have to be a god to run back 5 stocks like this. He doesn't have a stock
Mario,
left. He still makes it by. That's one in his pocket.
I mean, I don't even know. I can't even tell you like what kind of situation there is.
I'm not a betting
for him
man,
to win.
but that's definitely one of them. Getting out of the grab, not getting the follow up. He's somehow still. I mean, he's playing well.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just an exhibition for Prodigy at this point. It's just a shooting range. See where his skill is at.
Tomahawking in front, not moving forward to that forward smash. Wrath just kind of staring at him, like 114%. So somebody better give him a pay increase over at Armada. If he runs this back, he's brought it down to 3 stocks.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, he's done it so far. I mean, I don't really see him going too far. I mean, before we were talking about, kind of early percent. Maybe he could take 1 or 2. But finally, we're gonna be seeing Wrath pulling out the up smash and ending game 1.
Yeah, finally ending the misery of Prodigy, trying to make that comeback there.
It's game 1.
Yeah, that was game number 1. It is the reset going on right now.
All right.
Very, very solid gameplay coming in from the blue team there. We're gonna
Lila choice.
Actually, I like it because there's instead of PS2 where they get like the 2 singular platform extensions, this one they're gonna get 3. They get the ability to extend combos unless he's going back. I am assuming because he's going back to Double Mario. That's my guess.
I love this right now. Louis Money and Prodigy talking about strategy before they even go. You can see them on camera. Is Louis Money just taking the stand, just like, you know what, Prodigy? Look, this is what we got to do. Coming into this map, we can probably cheese them at certain points. We got to change up our strategy. You take this player, I take this player, and whenever the situation serves, we transition. Something like that, you know what I mean?
Also, just being able to get some very obscure recoveries out of the blue team is key here. But the thing is that, Flood and Cape have been completely irrelevant so far. There hasn't been a single point where SaltOne has had, a bad recovery time because they just can't set up the Flood. The speed of Wrath pretty much prevents that.
Absolutely. I mean,
trying to go for another up air string into fair like they got earlier, but not going to be able to close that out there.
I mean, I'm excited to see what Prodigy and Louis Money can potentially pull off on this. But Wrath is almost literally just doing the same thing as they've been doing almost the entire time, just staying back and coming in, just the hit and run strategy. SaltOne still doing a little bit more work. Recovering, still gonna get the
I like the aggressive recovery from SaltOne too because of the fact that he saw them both near him. It's like, all right, let me just put these hitboxes out to back you off. Worst case I die, best case I live, and it worked out for him. The back throw not gonna kill from Wrath, and no follow up there off of the serve up either. Doesn't matter though when he comes right back to your love and embrace and takes that fist, and then the other one also taking the up air off the top. Wrath has just been playing so well over these last few games.
I mean, it kind of makes her heart smile when you see Sonic killing so much.
I don't think I've ever seen a heart smile, but I'm going to take your word on it.
Hey, man, it happens,
It's like some Nickelodeon stuff right there.
Why not? We watching a video game at the moment, and Prodigy is playing this video game so well.
I always forget how much effort the person who did the voice acting for Roy did on that scream to the blast zone. It's so painful.
I mean,
kind of painful.
I mean, those anime voice actors, I mean, man.
Yeah, you're right.
They earned those paychecks. But let's keep going, though. SaltOne still early on that second stock, while Prodigy and Louis Money, they're kind of faltering. They switched back to that Double Mario, but they haven't exactly kind of committed to really anything at the moment.
The main thing is that they're getting their combos, but they haven't been able to seal the deal on Wrath and SaltOne early enough. They were getting a lot of good forward smash calls before, but the blue team has adjusted by just staying still. They're not rolling into most of these forward smashes. Ooh, forward throw right into the down smash, but gonna get answered by SaltOne, and his way back down is Louis. That F-tilt taking out the stock. Meanwhile, Prodigy gonna get the down air, finally taking out Wrath's stock.
Wrath just staying alive, and my
also
God,
SaltOne losing his stock there too to Louis Money's edge guard.
You're right. Oh, wait, that was some great heads-up play. I mean, you might not have seen it, but Louis Money, he caped Prodigy because he was just the wrong way going off stage. That was just some good team play. Just great heads-up. It's the small things like that that makes you appreciate, just the players in general.
Makes you appreciate your teammates big time as well, because that's what allows you to stay in the match that much longer. If you got them covering you, Oh, going for the nair, trying to read a jump. Prodigy not going to get it, though.
No.
Meanwhile, SaltOne forcing Louis back at the other side of the stage, just kind of staying in the way so he can't get the Prodigy.
All right, so, I mean, you just saw Prodigy trying to read the jump, and he kind of just dodged midair. Up, didn't really work out, but there goes the combo, but it's not going to work out. The ladder from Louis Money.
Not far enough into center stage, up high enough to be able to get the kill.
He's going to make it back.
Yeah, Prodigy definitely Louis definitely going to make it back there. Both of Louis and Prodigy hanging on the left, and Prodigy just barely missing the back air to maybe reverse that edge guard on Wrath, but it did not hit.
I mean, you saw Louis Money trying to make his way back. Prodigy literally planting himself at the ledge. He was just like, no, this is my friend. He's making it back. Let me just forward smash whoever's in front of me. Whoever's trying to jump over me, not going to work out. Prodigy, you know, he's the last man left. Louis Money, you know, unfortunate there at the end, but this is definitely possible for Prodigy.
It was still positive in the fact that Wrath had a stock up. It's like, you know what? Even though I'm going to go down here, it's not like he intended to do it, but now you have a 2v1 situation. And again, this is not 2-0 currently. It is 1-0 up. We're looking at Wrath and SaltOne trying to take the lead here. Down throw into forward smash, missing with the sweet spot, though. Gets another one of those. That should be it. Getting the down tilt to reset this whole situation.
Yeah, it's just getting super close. Prodigy, I mean, like I said before, it is possible. If he can take away SaltOne at the moment, gets that forward throw just kind of as a get-off-me move, but it's looking bleak in the Prodigy camp.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's a big key factor is being able to get rid of at least one of these two stocks, and obviously the target right now is SaltOne, but Wrath just putting himself in the way, refusing to let that happen. F-tilt pushing him back off stage yet again, too, and just getting by with the air dodge. But SaltOne holding his ground. It's like, look, eventually I know you're coming to me. Yeah. I know you want to come to me. I'm just going to hold my ground and just landing directly in front of him like, oh, cool, goodbye.
Yep. Wrath, again, just kind of put up that wall, and SaltOne just stayed behind. And just like you said, just bye-bye. Yep. Speaking of bye-bye, Prodigy and Louis Money are one game away from saying bye-bye to the entire tournament and gifting Wrath and SaltOne the championship.
Exactly.
I mean,
that's the thing that they were doing so well, holding down against a lot of people on the way up. They weren't expecting to run into double Mario and get destroyed. Meanwhile, Wrath and SaltOne have just kind of got it figured out. The Roy especially, you know, you want to play up and close and personal with Mario, but when you have that flaming sword in your face, it's just the amount of damage he can put out and kill you so early. It's just so scary to deal with, and Wrath just playing so well. It's been all on point. And we are lying. We are not going to see this game. We're going to see one more. Apparently the wrong stage, and we'll be going to something else. I'm pretty interested to see. I don't think we'll see a run back to PS2. That's because that's where everything started, and it was kind of working out in the favor of Salt and, or I guess we are going to be on FD.
Very interesting.
Maybe. Did he not want to go Mario?
What?
I don't know what happened. So already, so we're going into actual game number 3 here, I think.
Well, I don't know what that was. Maybe it was just a miscommunication between both teams. But
it's like, hey, man,
this is for real.
Hey, I wanted to start on the left. So can we switch? Yeah, let's switch.
Oh, can we sit? Can we switch seats?
Are we Sonic Fox out here?
Man, we're really calling him out.
Oh
but
my
let's just keep it going. Oh, the
Luckily
for
SaltOne, he did not jump off the ledge there. He could have gotten spiked. That was a good call from Louis trying to go for that.
I mean, Prodigy
Louis getting the anti. Prodigy getting the air-to-air right there. Yet again, just racking up big damage.
Absolutely, Prodigy taking Wrath up in the air. I mean, it's super hard to try to counter Sonic at this point. Wrath is just on a huge run, but I think Prodigy has figured him out. The anti-airs. But Wrath literally slithered below Prodigy and still got in a little bit of damage on Louis Money. But in one swift blow, Wrath and SaltOne have both lost their stocks.
Speaking of swift blows, going straight for that ledge jump right there to get that back air. The yellow team looking much more solid so far. You saw the double taunt coming in from the bit of confidence they had. Louis and Prodigy getting much more, much better strings so far in the beginning of this.
For sure. I mean, Prodigy and Louis Money, I mean, they play it a little bit more individually, and it's working out, but then you have Prodigy not holding off Wrath. I mean, that's just the one formula to success at the moment. One player has to just hold off Wrath. because the other 1v1 against SaltOne, I see it as being at least a little bit possible. But again, Wrath, he just slithers. It's so weird to see, just speeding on through, and it just works out. Oh, here comes SaltOne.
And no slithering, just a Raging Bull going straight down after Louis Money. At the bottom there was SaltOne getting that forwarder, being able to close that stock out. And sitting at 113% as well. Prodigy looking at a very stressful situation, but SaltOne being at 1 stock left, that's huge for them. The F-tilt also getting a sour spot, not going to be able to close it out. No follow-up off the dash down throw as well.
I mean, it's working out in his favor. Prodigy trying to get in, and Louis Money is there to finish off. And now it's just down to Wrath and SaltOne, down to their last stocks. What a huge change, but great conversion coming in from Wrath, finishing up that combo from SaltOne.
Yeah, you can see the defensive call-outs that they got. They're chasing down a lot more things as the Double Mario team, and they've gotten those forward smashes and kill options they've been looking for pretty much this entire Grand Finals. That down throw forward smash still not going to kill as well. Louis Money holding onto that stock very well right now.
Prodigy and Louis Money,
The back throw.
they have the overall advantage. The 1v1s again, Wrath is the one with the fewest percent. SaltOne on the other side, great kill.
SaltOne getting so much mileage out of the stock.
Oh.
Not anymore though, that's the final hit. Gotta go for an oil change at this point. Now, what's the follow-up? Wrath trying to find his way back down to center stage. Going actually just straight up into center stage, not getting punished.
Yeah, I see this as very unlikely. Both Prodigy and Louis Money both down to really low percents. We've seen Wrath have some really, really nice plays, but I think this may be the end of the road for him. I think we may be seeing Prodigy and Louis Money taking this one, but let's give him a chance.
Here's the thing: Wrath is the king, like the previous king of patience in the last game. He was one of the people that really implemented the patient Sonic style, and he's doing it again here. Like I don't think that both Prodigy and Louis are prepared for this so far. He's been separating them and just dodging everything, barely taking a single hit. His defense is on point. There it is. Oh no, he ends up hitting Prodigy instead, giving him a second lease on life.
He's still rolling. Down throw into an up air, another up air from Louis Money, and he's still alive. Wrath off stage at 144. Trying to come in now, recovering with the back
air dodge there, but just keep throwing out those up smashes in a positive form. Eventually a trade's going to happen, and you're going to get that kill. That was almost an amazing comeback in a 2v1 for Wrath there, but finally the yellow team, after what was a very large lead, almost losing that game, able to close it out.
Absolutely. And I mean, Prodigy and Louis Money, it seems like they've gotten themselves a little bit of an equation to success. But I mean, if we look at it before, that choice to go FD as Double Mario, it's definitely questionable at best.
No,
but
I mean,
they made it work. I mean, you would think triplats or anywhere with plats period would work, but they proved me wrong.
See, at first I wanted to like disagree with that, but also though it's just the fact that they were able to separate the two much better. I think that the problem before, what they thought was going to work with the triplats, worked better for SaltOne in the end because of his combo extension. So like, you know what? Let's go after the landings instead. Let's keep them separated, and it worked out. Almost cost them in the end because they got the run back. Yeah. But it was working out.
Yeah, no, and again, Wrath and SaltOne, I mean, Wrath is doing a good job of slithering through, but I want to see a little bit more from SaltOne, period. I want to see SaltOne helping out Wrath in 2v1s, not Wrath doing the opposite. Wrath coming in and helping SaltOne with 2v1s.
Most of the grand finals has been Wrath always being there for SaltOne, and SaltOne has just been holding his own.
No, absolutely.
But if he could get in and solidify some of those kills in better situations where Sonic is getting pressured, then I think it would work out well. But I kind of like the idea of how SaltOne has been able to separate the two and win the 1v1s versus the 2v1s that the Marios have to do in order to get success.
With that separation, I see Prodigy and Louis Money kind of moderating it. You know what I mean? Just trying to keep those two kind of add some sort of peak. You see Louis Money already aiming for SaltOne off the beginning. He's trying to separate the two, but I think it's a different strategy at this point. Louis Money came back to the side of Prodigy, and now they're just ready to go at maybe some 2-on-2s and some 2-on-1s. I'm liking it.
Exactly. Like we said at the very beginning of the set, whenever you can get a Mario, like so, you get one up air, you get a follow-up up there, like everything just combos into itself in a great way. And you saw he's trying to go for an extension there off of the cape into forward air. SaltOne taking a lot of damage trying to find his footing. Meanwhile, Wrath not taking next to any at all, and the Mario's at dead even percent. Oh, good call out with that short hop fair there to get that stock off from Wrath, who was barely untouched for a majority of that set, and he's the first one to lose the stock.
I mean, just some great moves from Louis Money, but it's still very, very close. SaltOne still holding on to that first stock. Prodigy and Louis Money also really late. It's not much on Wrath, but they just got to keep it going. But now SaltOne and Wrath are both down.
Expending that jump in front of Prodigy, trying to go for a tomahawk attempt, ended up costing him instead. And that also Prodigy finally losing his stock there. I'm really impressed by how SaltOne, when he finally gets to those high percents, like he'll take big damage now, but when he gets to 100 plus, it's usually much harder to kill him. It's like everything turns up when he gets there.
Man, Wrath almost lost his second stock in a flash. Great moves coming there from Louis Money, and he's still holding on to that first stock. I like that from Louis Money again. That's not the first time. He used the cape to turn around Prodigy and just be like, no, that way.
Yes, exactly. If at any misdirection that you could cause, other than that straight direction that happened to Louis Money, they're going straight off the top, trying to go for the fair yet again, but he was a little bit too far out of range. But anytime you can throw your opponents off with unorthodox things, go for it. And just missing the spacing on that grab there, going to equal a hard punish from Louis.
Prodigy and Louis Money, finally they got themselves in a little bit of a groove, but Prodigy super late in that stock, and it proves a single forward air coming in from SaltOne, just invading that 1v1 space. That's going to be it, but a great
dead
conversion.
Even game until that point right there, actually dying off the top, and now with Prodigy and Louis Money, yet another, not so much comfortable lead, but looking much better since they've been buried on the back pedal.
Absolutely, and Prodigy and Louis Money, they just need to compose themselves at the moment. Just go for safer options. Can't be doing that, Louis Money.
Yeah, Louis trying to go for it. I mean, he was trying to risk it on the fact that he has the stock up, go for the cape to try and get that stock.
All for sure.
Yeah, no, well, it's okay in a beneficial trade. Like, if you get that cape and you have a stock up, SaltOne's dead. Like, that's not too bad of a situation. Well, also, Wrath, who was the stock tank throughout all of this, currently looking at his last stock. Like, this is completely different. But getting the forward smash in there, gonna be a hard punish. No, the only one getting a hard punish is Prodigy on to SaltOne, but SaltOne's still alive even after that.
Great landing back air from Wrath, and yeah, I mean, it's looking bleak, but look at this. I mean, they still have a chance. Prodigy is super late on that last stock. They can take away the stock from Louis Money right now. They can prevent Prodigy from coming back on this map. I mean, Wrath and SaltOne, it's super hard for them to keep this survivability going, but let's just see what happens at this point.
Prodigy,
we still have a couple of seconds left in this.
Prodigy getting the air dodge back in the stage. Good defense for everybody, but the upshot.
Just throw everyone.
It is the true. That is how you play up. That is how you play Mario. It's the book of up smash. Like, you know what? Everybody's going down with me. I don't care who it is. Just keep throwing it out there, looking like vintage ally, and that's gonna put them onto a 2-2. Last game of Grand Finals reset of CEO 2019.
I mean, this is great, man. I mean, what a day, huh? I mean, a huge day here at CEO, day 2, full of some great pools action, and now we're ending it. I mean, there was just a whole-ass wrestling event on the other side of the venue, and now we're here. It is Grand Finals of Dubs. This is literally the last tournament going on today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this transmission of doubles at CEO 2019, and we're coming into this last game 5.
We got the Heroes of NorCal and the Heroes of Georgia left. These are the two teams that are currently remaining in this set. Both of them very strong synergized teams at that. The combo extensions coming in from the Marios right now. Prodigy just not getting touched.
I mean,
forward smash was a good answer to back him off as well there. Both of them just kind of just bullying SaltOne to make Wrath come in. I like the pressure they're pushing on right now.
Right, but you know, it may be the flashy combos, but the damage is still the same. Look, both of these teams are literally at even strength.
The fact that still hit even out of that range, I thought it was going to be sour spot. But for SaltOne, he got sweet spot. But the up B off the top is going to close that out. Immediate answer coming in
early
from
stock
Louis.
Too. Yeah, no, Wrath losing that early stock. that is very pivotal. That is Prodigy keeping up the pace, keeping this literally even. But now it's just down to SaltOne. Prodigy on those last stocks, and SaltOne comes in.
Another great defensive answer that led into just getting by with that, trying to go for the forward air on him. Get a back throw, but no, Prodigy not there, able to close out that stock with a follow-up up air or back air.
I mean, good Lord, it's just chaos at this point. We've tried to see something structured, but now it's just chaos. We see SaltOne helping out Wrath with some sort of combos, and look at this, the two up airs coming in from the both Marios, trying to extend those combos.
Yeah, Prodigy with the lean back, getting that up smash in, able to close it out, just barely getting by that back air. Wrath was trying to go off stage. Wrath been so good at edge guards all day, and answering with the homing attack to back off Prodigy, trying to look for a follow-up. You see SaltOne, yeah, we're talking about all the combos coming in from the Marios, but SaltOne's got them too. Accidental team miscue there, get a force SaltOne away from both Prodigy and Louis. Get an answer with the fair, but the wide blast zone of Kalos coming in to help him out.
I mean, it's super rough to double commit because, again, it's that team damage. SaltOne was very smart not to pull out that forward air, just to try to take out Prodigy there, because Wrath was almost literally in the same spot as him,
and excellent call out on
Louis
that
Money
parry. Yeah, getting that parry into up tilt there. Now yellow team looking at a deficit. Back air also not going to get the kill as well. You see SaltOne just throwing out all these hitboxes just to keep them in the corner, not trying to let them come at him at all. Back throw's going to allow them to try and go double up on Wrath, but Wrath going to get himself out of there too.
Right, this is anyone's game. Wrath and SaltOne are super late into their stocks. Oh no!
Team miscue coming in with that down air. They're both trying to reach out for SaltOne, but they have a stock apiece, fresh stocks.
Right.
If they could close out these stocks on the blue team right now, they'll be in a perfectly fine position.
They need to recompose. Again, Prodigy, a very young player. This may be where the mentality game comes in. He just made a very bad mistake. It's going to come down to how he can bounce back.
Louis going to make a good decision right there to close out the stock on Wrath. Now they just need to get rid of SaltOne's in their back to even position. The DI was perfect coming in from SaltOne to stay alive there. No punish from that forward smash with an up smash there either. You see Prodigy reaching for them now. Still alive as SaltOne. It's huge that he's staying alive this long right now. Back throw should take it out.
Oh, that was almost a great save from Wrath, but it doesn't work out. It was way too late. There was armor on that back throw. Now everyone's down to that last stock, but we have Louis Money at 107.
Yeah, Louis Money at a very scary position because you saw he was trying to go convert off of that down throw. He cannot get followed up again because that dash attack and F tilt, anything at this point can take him out. He tried to dig deep to get the cape, but both of them go for the cape, but SaltOne getting by still.
Yeah, no, they just need a swift kill like that. You know, a cheesy kill like that would change this entire game. It would leave it in a 1-on-2. Both of these teams down to their last stocks, and Prodigy and Louis Money super late. Any real hit, especially with that Roy, it could be it.
That has gotten so much mileage for SaltOne all day. The parrying into up tilt. Gonna get the soft hit of up air into it, but he's gonna close out the stock on Prodigy, and now Louis at 150% against both of them. Is a very scary situation. Trying to go for the nair just to force SaltOne away. Wall jump just to delay his recovery, but he gets by. Back throw. Is he going to go for the fair? He is, but he's not going to get anything. Meanwhile, Wrath just holding down the ledge.
Oh my gosh, no!
And the up B should finally do it. No! Into the corner, going to keep himself alive. Louis somehow still in this.
Great wall jump to recover.
And not that time.
No. What?
Yet again, going to go into the corner with that DI. Going to keep himself alive again.
And that's going to be
there we go. The extension off that F tilt, got to close it out in a very, very tight grand final set. You're going to see SaltOne and Wrath winning CEO 2019 doubles.
I mean, incredible work coming in from Wrath and SaltOne. I mean, they made an incredible run in losers. Prodigy and Louis Money, they were looking so good coming into the grand finals. They put in some really good work on that second set, but Wrath and SaltOne, they established dominance straight from that first set, and in that second set, they were able to kind of recommit to a lot of things, and it just worked out in their favor. It came down to the very last hit, and congratulations to Georgia, Wrath and SaltOne. They're taking it all the way home.
Yeah, excellent team composure between the two of them, being able to hold it down after what was a very long doubles bracket, which ran much longer than we all expected.
Oh, yeah.
And Prodigy and Louis Money just going straight to the top. Unfortunately, weren't able to close it out, but brought it all the way back in the grand finals reset, and